What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Guitarist 562, and I do video game guides and walkthroughs. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the Carmine challenge dungeons from 5 and above. I'm going to show you the clear that I did in Korea around 18. It got a little hectic, but I'm going to explain just kind of like the most important things. As you guys can see here, the only thing that's different about this part from 5 and above is that when he does the spin here, he's actually going to do a heavy attack that you have to block. If you don't block, it's a rolling block too. You're going to get hurt for a lot. Okay, but other than that, everything for the most part is still the same as Carmine. But this specific move right here, you need to prepare yourself, because if you miss that heavy, you're going to grief your whole team. So the next thing that you're going to be doing is, let me go pull up the video. I'm going to go ahead and basically get the next one. So towards it, challenge 18 tier here, he does a spin. We've already done that. We block, obviously. He's going to have people pulled in. So as you guys already know in the last video, the person who's the furthest gets the first orb, the second person gets the axe, and then there's a job for two people in the middle. There's going to be the guy who kites the mini axe and the guy who gets the blue axe. Usually it's interchangeable. So there's three different jobs: the guy at the back, the guy who's the second closest to the edge, and then there's two guys in the middle that don't get pulled in. So in total, there's going to be 4 players that get pulled. So the job of the 2 players in the middle is very, very important. The healer has to go and do a specific job that I'm going to show you right here. And this other guy has to run. After everyone gets pulled, he needs to run outside the map and kite the big axe. But other than that, I'll show you right now. So here it goes in. As you guys can see, this guy's the furthest. This guy's the second furthest. And then me, as a healer in KR, I'm not going to get pulled right here. So look at this. Once they get pulled in, you already see the player right here at the 17-second mark. Let me go ahead and pull it back. Right here, he's already positioning himself, already running out to kite the big axe. You're not, the little axe that comes out goes to this player. Okay, so he has to immediately run out. Now the job of the person that's also inside, if he's not done kiting, you have to trade axes with the tank. It's not like before where the tank could just hold the axe this time. The axe here, player, he actually will die. This axe is gonna explode. You have to pass it. I gotta remember the top of my head. I think it was like 2 to 3 times, or you can do 2 times, and then the axe is gonna it won't burst. But look, see, I'm trying to trade axes here, but as you can see, I already have this one. So I'm gonna have to wait until the first shockwave. As you can see, the axe is already going to the outside player. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip, and I'm gonna show you what happens if you don't trade the axe. Boom, I block it. He's running low on health. I'm trying to heal him, but I believe it's because I already had this. But honestly, I gotta, my memory is kind of hazy. But I should be able to get this axe off of him. And look how much damage it does to this guy. I try to heal him, but it's just not enough. But realistically speaking, you basically trade the axes together, and then you from here, and you give it back to him once he crosses after the first wave. So here, I'm doing whatever I can to save him, but obviously it's gonna be rough, but it doesn't work. So I try to go trade axes. Like I said, you're supposed to do that right there, but look at that initial explosion. Look how wide that damage is. You do not want that anywhere near the middle. So you can trade off the axe and then move on to the next location and then take it off. So as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and heal the rest of the players, and this is where the next crucial mechanic happens. I think this was like one of the first times we cleared the challenge dungeon. That guy, just there's nothing I could have done right there for him. Let's see. I wanna watch how he died. Let's go and double check. I heal this guy, heal this guy. Yeah, I was on cooldown. Let's see what happened. Oh, right, I missed him. Hold on, let me play it back, because I want you guys to learn a lot through other people's mistakes. No, that guy had already died. Let me go further back. Right here. Let's see what happened. Yeah, he missed it. You can salve. No, that's not the guy that died right there. Hold on. Who's the guy that died then? We got 1, 2. This guy must have died. I think it was this guy. Let's double check. Oh, it was a guy on the outside died. All right. Anyway, now we have 4. As long as you have like 4 players up, you're good. Once the mechanic is said and done, he's gonna go ahead and show you guys the this mechanic. 4 players will get selected, and the same thing as before, 1 person has to kite the axe. You have to go to each respective location, okay? And remember your specific color, because if you don't, you can't remove the debuff that's going to kill you that follows suit, basically. So as you can see, we have red, teal, blue, and green. So remember where it's at. Usually, if you stand in front of one and you call it out in your head, so that way you can remember. But so if it's not any of the colors that you called, you can go backwards to the one that you have. For example, I'll put teal, blue, green, and if I know that if I have red, then I know red's right behind me. So here I go, I position, and sure enough, I have blue. If you guys remembered, blue's on this side. See? So that means it's my job to run over. Now, because one person's dead, no one can kite the axe. So it's going to go to the furthest player at the moment. So as you can see, it went to this guy. I have to stand here and remove the debuff that you guys see. So once that cleanses, boom, done. And he's also going to charge 2 more times. That's 1. That's 2. And then now tank has to resume aggro. But if, obviously you don't have a tank that's alive, hug the boss close. A lot of people don't know how to adapt and overcome. If you know that your tank is dead, you're not going to stay on the outskirts if you're going to pull aggro. You're going to hug the boss as close as possible, but that's using your head. And a lot of people complain about the challenge dungeons, but honestly, challenge dungeons are fairly easy with the right, teamwork. It literally is just teamwork. This is a random pug that I had in KR. None of these people I know other than I think Vash, but like other than that, it was it was fun. So once you do all that, he's basically going to be dead here. That's pretty much it, and those are all the mechanics that you really need to know. The big mechanic, as you can see, like that was my first clear from 15 to 18, climbed up, and if you go back to the beginning, it's literally just this mechanic that's going to make or break your team, and the hammer. These 2 mechanics right here are going to be the biggest deal breakers for you in the game. You have to assign the roles properly. You have the first orb, axe, the person that kites the axe, and the healer in the middle that occasionally gets the blue axe. But you have to kite. You have to take this axe off of this player, or otherwise he's dead. So remember to do that. You take it from this player and then give it back to him over here, and then you should be good. But as you can see, I couldn't heal him through it. Like I said, this dungeon hurts. Once you get to the higher tiers, it's gonna be painful. And I want to show you guys literally how bad it is. And as you can see, like I'm burning right now. I only have 16k health at the time, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna show you guys one more time to see what it looks like. I'm gonna let the clip play through, and just show you how quick these things happen in succession. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another clip in the global version so you guys can see for yourselves. So we have 4 people. That guy in the back is gonna die right here, because I believe the axe is on him. Yeah, so he needs to go ahead. That's how he dies. Yeah, he needs to kite that, and it explodes. So he needs to keep moving, otherwise he's dead, and he's dead. So. But that's not bad. Honestly, it's probably not my favorite dungeon because of the fact that it's very team oriented, and if you don't have a team that can work together, you basically have to carry. You have to have a solid healer. Honestly, the comp I recommend is a paladin, so you can heal himself if the healer can't, and then a second healer. 2 healers in a dungeon are gonna make this pretty easy, cakewalk. But yeah, that's pretty much how you clear challenge dungeon. Carmine, Rage Island, everything's pretty much the same. Everything's the same except for those 2 main mechanics. Do that and you will clear this dungeon like it's a cakewalk. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and clear it today. I'm gonna try to get to 5 to show you guys a raw, unedited clip of a clear so you can see like how we do. But again, these dungeons are not intended for you to climb the ladder all the way up. Just get to 15 and you're done. Otherwise, do not feel like the pressure. You have to just go up to 14 and you're solid. I mean, go up to 4 and you're good to go. 1 through 3 even is fine. This is not a race to get level 60 runes. You could just get to there with time, because once you get to 60, there's not much you can do at that point. So don't forget to hit a comment. Let me know what you think of Carmine Rage Island. Tell me which one you like more. Do you hate Valley or do you hate Carmine? I personally hate Carmine. It's much worse to me, in my opinion, than Torture. Torture's way easier. It's just so much easier than Torture. I mean, Torture is so much easier than Carmine. Carmine, just so much can go wrong, mainly because of that so much damage that you just can't mitigate. But yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Stay blessed.